So I am going to show you my guest. I can't keep the secret any longer. So here is Miss Beautiful Shirley. Yes, that is Miss Shirley. She is the guest today. She is a beautiful mom, business entrepreneur. You know the momineers. Hello, guys, and we are back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fatima Fridays is in the building. And y'all already know it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. That's right. We back, y'all, Fatima Fridays. And for those who don't know, who's just joining for the first time, I am the CEO of Strong Heart to Soul. Y'all see that on my shirt? Strong Heart to Soul Incorporated, a business where I educate, prevent, work to eradicate heart disease in underserved communities. So that is exactly what I do. If you guys want to link up on that, if you got some opportunities for me, or if I can get some opportunities for you, if you have congestive heart failure or you have family members that have congestive heart failure, definitely hit me up. You can email me at mznature@gmail.com. I am always available there. Or you can hit the business email, which is strongheart2, the number two, soul@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We are excited. I'm super excited to be here because today I have family in the building, y'all. Hey, we got family. My niece Shirley is here and she is going to talk about her business. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. We're going to talk about how it is to be a mom and a business owner and a wife, a sister, a mother, a daughter. We're going to talk about how to, juggle it all. We got Big Frank here in the morning as usual, and he's about to hit us up with some music. So go ahead, Big Frank. Bring it in. 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 All right, guys, we are back. Fatima Fridays. Y'all already know we in the building with my girl Shirley. We are here. Hi, Shirley. How are you today? A- Are you excited to be here, Shirley? She's been smiling all morning, guys, and that's a wonderful thing. Let me just tell you guys a little bit about my guest today. Her name is Shirley, not Vega anymore. What's her what Jimenez? I couldn't say it. I'm sorry. And she's my niece, right? How cute is that? And she's right here from Niagara Falls, New York. She has her own business here. Is VEGAMOR Beauty right here in Niagara Falls, and I am so excited to talk to you today about your beauty business, about the young lady that the woman that you have become, mother, daughter, sister, business owner, and just to let you know how proud I am of you. But this is Shirley, guys. Everybody give Shirley a round of applause. Okay, y'all know I'm crazy. It's okay, y'all already know. But we also have a lot of other topics to talk about besides Shirley and her business, because y'all know I'm gonna get all in her business. But we also are gonna be discussing bricks. It's this money madness that's going on in the world. It's interesting. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna side eye Steve Harvey because y'all already know we're gonna side eye Steve Harvey because he a trip, but we're going to get into that as well. We got that Dear Auntie letter. I have a huge announcement for Fatima Fridays as well. So I hope you guys are listening. I hope you guys are ready for this huge announcement. It's kind of sad for me, but it's an announcement. I got to do it. But Shirley, let's get all in your business, girlfriend. I'm so happy because I can really ask you questions. That like I know a lot of these answers, but I want the masses to know the Shirley that I know. Okay, so I remember you growing up and everything, kind of tomboyish. You thought you wanted to be a police officer. What changed your mind? What put you on a different course?
Life really. I think that sometimes we make plans to go somewhere and we end up somewhere else. I think this happens to a lot of people, right?
Absolutely.
But for me, I would say I started school with criminal justice, and I thought with the people that surrounded me, my family and friends, that it would be nicer if I was financially educated. So I switched my major to accounting. Ended up graduating with an associate's degree.
Okay.
Um, I did financing for about a year and realized it was kind of boring for me.
Yeah,
um,
all those numbers.
okay, it didn't go to waste because educationally, I am still able to help people, and it helped me a lot with my current business. So
Mhm.
it didn't go to waste. What happened at the time was I am very hands on, very, very hands on. So I learned that I'm not like a desk kind of person.
Yeah.
So I just needed to do something that like was more active for me, I guess.
Yeah.
So I later down the road, fast forward to today,
Uh
to
huh.
just to kind of skip ahead, I ended up going to this website looking to get my eyebrows done because my eyebrows need doing. It's kind of funny how I came across my current job or career because I was scrolling trying to get my eyebrows done, and I ended up coming across this girl, Rose Ozano,
Is she
who
local?
she is in Buffalo.
Okay, shout out to Rose.
And she is actually very, very talented, has been doing permanent makeup for years.
Okay.
So I came across her page, contacted her regarding my eyebrows, ended up noticing that she provides courses for permanent makeup.
Okay.
And I don't know why or what led me to be like, I would like to take this course. So I literally just went on a limb, took the course, and it turns out I ended up loving this a lot more than I thought. Like one thing led to another. So here I am right now.
Okay, that's a cool story because in life, like you said, we all change. We evolve. That's what life is about. Change is necessary. So you started in criminal justice, ended up with the financial awareness. And you said, of course, it was not a waste of time and money because now you a boss. So I mean that definitely helps out, right? And now you're into the beauty industry. What made you fall in love with beauty or beauty enhancements?
So I'm raising two beautiful girls,
Oh, yes,
boys.
yes, yes.
Um, and when I think of my girls, and what makes them feel beautiful inside and out, I think of beauty just in general, in and out. And when I started to get into beauty, one of the things that stuck with me was how people felt afterwards. So
Hmm.
after I did their makeup, after I did the permanent makeup, after I did their lashes, waxing, the outcome was always they felt good about themselves. So it made me feel really good about myself and making others feel good, which led me to get deeper into it, because I started with permanent makeup,
Okay.
but then I ended up going back to school for aesthetics,
Oh, okay.
which is skincare, facials, waxing. So now I want to be able to help individuals feel good about themselves. And I think doing beauty and enhancing your inner self just makes you, I'm trying to think of the term I want to use, but it really just makes you shine.
Yeah.
It does.
I did. Well, so I personally never wore makeup. Growing up, like it was like your mom. And it may be in our culture, the African American culture. We just did not wear makeup. It's just not a thing for us.
Right.
Our parents, we don't need our parent. My parent, I know, was like absolutely not. Like there's no, there's no. It's just no. So I never grew up, but I remember, when I got into like gas skill, 14. Um, Friends of mine would wear it, but I never got into it because I already knew the outcome of that, right? So I started wearing makeup when I started working here. um and that's 44 years old, okay? So I know nothing about makeup. I know nothing about, like, so you have to tell me, what is permanent makeup?
So permanent makeup is essentially makeup, or I should say semi-permanent makeup, but in tattoo form. So I have ladies that sometimes have no eyebrows or very light eyebrows, or
Okay.
even clients that go through like chemo, and unfortunately they have to be without hair. So a lot of times, permanent makeup offers that option or alternative, that really makes people feel good about themselves
Hmm.
by doing their eyebrows or enhancing their current lips, their current eyebrows. So it's not what they already don't have. It's just bringing it out more, making it
So it's
stand out
adding to what they do have.
to what they do have.
So is it like tattoos? Is it like literally like tattoos?
Somewhat. So with microblading, you're essentially using a blade,
Hmm.
um, and it does get numb, so no, it's not
It's
painful.
not. Okay, that was
Um,
going to be my next question. Does it hurt?
but we do use machines as well.
Oh,
The machine would be for like lip blushing or powder brows. Powder brows are essentially like a makeup powdery look on your eyebrows, whereas microblading is more of a natural hair stroke look. Lip blushing is lipstick pretty much, but in a permanent way where you're like, I can wake up beautiful today and I don't have to do my makeup.
oh, okay. So it doesn't wipe off, pretty
It
much.
doesn't wipe off,
You
which
don't
is
have to worry
nice. You
about
don't
the
have to spend 20-30 minutes putting on your
every
makeup.
day.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. Like I can see, and I know that a lot of celebrities and stuff get all this stuff done. So this is where, like, the internet and television has evolved everyone because everyone got to be get up and go ready at all times. I'm not like that. As y'all can see today, I wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to get dressed. I wasn't feeling great. But so when you actually, microblade someone's face, you numb the area first, right?
Somewhat. So, step by step, just a brief step by step would be disinfecting the area, measuring it out. But before I even get that far ahead, making sure that the client is a great candidate for the procedure to begin with, just because sometimes they may have medical reasons that don't meet that, and which is the biggest thing for me. Health comes first,
Right.
but if you do meet that requirement, the following steps would be disinfecting, measuring out your face, doing some mapping so you can tell me more. So if you like them thin, thick, long, short, pointy, curvy, like the style you like to wear on your
Right.
face. Then if you like the look you have, we just start the procedure from there after having your numbing cream on for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
In between that time, I do apply it maybe one or twice after that, so maybe one or two more times. It prevents you from feeling uncomfortable.
Okay.
Which is nice.
Yeah. So then, is it a lot of blood?
No. So I go through aftercare with my clients and explain to them prior to arriving, these are the things you need to not do, and one of them is caffeine.
Oh, so they can't drink caffeine.
No caffeine 24 hours prior to. The reason being is it can cause excessive bleeding.
And is that for the eyebrows and the lips, or just the lips?
Both.
Really? I would have never thought that.
It's similar to tattooing in some ways, as far as like aftercare, before care. But in other ways, I would say that the ink we use is very different. It's cosmetic ink. So over time, your eyebrows and lips do require touch up, because it's not like a tattoo where it would last you 10 years or more before you require a touch up. I would say it's a good thing though, because as we all know, life and styles change. So
right.
your eyebrows change, your lip style changes. So you want to be able to have that option that maybe over time it has faded and maybe you can do something different.
Okay. And how long does it take to start the fade? Like, is it every 6 weeks? Is it every 6 months?
It depends on the client. So everyone's different. It depends on their skin. Like, do you have oily skin? Do you have combination skin or dry skin? That's going to determine how fast you heal. That's also going to determine how long before you require a touch up.
Okay.
So initially, when you first get it, there is a 6-week touch up. That's just part of your first time getting it done. And what it's doing is we're creating your base on the first visit, or the foundation, I should say. And then on your second visit, we're finalizing your results.
Oh, okay.
But after that, it doesn't require a touch up anywhere from a year to 3 years.
Oh, wow.
So again, it just depends on the individual and how their skin heals and how quick it can fade over time. But
wow.
Yeah, I've seen some people have to come in within the year, and some people don't have to come in until another 3 years on the line.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Like, I would have never known any of this because I am not a makeup person at all. I be trying so hard. My daughter, y'all know all about London, the 14-year-old. She does her own makeup, so she ain't into the semi-permanent yet. But she's just starting out. She's young, I don't really let her she wear it in the house, type stuff. But she it looks great on her. I'd be like, oh my god, like Dubai. But we're completely different, so I don't know what to do. But we jumped right in, like. So
I think it's crazy how fast the newer generation knows more about like makeup.
Absolutely.
Like YouTube is the go-to for sure.
Everything. Yeah. So they YouTube one thing, and she learned how to braid on YouTube when she was like 4. Like it's like crazy. yeah, YouTube is like the key to everything right now. But tell me, what was or how is the education process?
So for myself, because when permanent makeup first started, I believe it was about 6 weeks you had to take.
Okay.
But a lot of that was more of, I don't want to say unnecessary, but it was easier to bundle over time. So they learned how to put it into 2 days. So I took a 2 day course.
Oh.
Yeah. And they give you a breakdown pretty much like bloodborne pathogens, how to manage, because it is similar to a tattoo. You're like managing blood as well. How to disinfect, how to be very careful and cautious. But then we also go on the design itself, like
Hmm.
how do you map out for the client? How do you communicate with your client to make sure this is what they want before you're starting the procedure and things of that nature for 2 days. Um, and my instructor included the kit with my course. Some instructors are different, like they'll charge less, but it won't include the entire kit, which was like my tools that I needed to begin clients, gloves, the makeup mapping outlines, the machine, the blade, stuff like that.
Wow, that's
So
2 days. I'm
over the
like,
course of 2 days, and I believe it was about 9 hours each day.
that's crazy.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I took a total of 23 courses. So after I took my course with Rose, about a year later, there's this place called Vegas. It's Vegas PMU conference. So you can either fly out to Vegas and attend this event, or you can do it online. Um, Honestly, the difference is hands-on, but it's just as educational online as it is in person.
Hmm.
And I ended up learning more things with that, and it was very, very nice and educational, which I think when you're in the beauty industry is always nice to continue to grow and learn.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right, Big Frank, I want you to go ahead and hit us up. Hey. Hey guys. Hi Tree. How are you? Hey Bruce Leroy of Atlanta. How you doing, boo? So yes, we have my niece Shirley in the building today. Say hi, Shirley. So Shirley is a business owner, a mom, a daughter, all of that. And she is amazing. And we're talking to her about her business today because I don't know much about what she does. I don't know much about permanent makeup, period. I don't know much about regular makeup. So she's educating us today. And we're going to tell everyone how to get a hold of her, how to come to her shop, and what to do when you're looking for a permanent makeup artist.
Everything, everything.
You gonna get filled in? You gonna get it filled in, Big Frank?
Everything you do. I offer the scalpa, which is the head for men that want to feel
Really?
Book me now.
The beard, blushing for girls. Some girls, believe it or not, like the look of freckles on their face.
What?
Or even like blushing through.
I got a problem with that. Don't be fake freckling. Oh, that's crazy.
Yes.
Fake freckling.
That's wild.
It's amazing what they do with permanent makeup. Yeah.
You hit me with a permanent down here? Permanent? Oh, your boy gonna
You it's like you 25 again, huh, Frank?
you look so young. I know.
Paid that good money for to look this young. That's crazy. Like that's just amazing how the internet, we gotta I would have never ever heard about anything like this. The stars do it or been doing it probably for a long, long time, but for us regular people, gotta make an appointment.
So they have been doing it for a long time, and it's crazy because I literally, when I found out about it, I'm like, this has been going on for years.
Yeah.
Like the whole time I'm thinking like
everybody's just so beautiful. Yeah.
No, it's It's been going on for a
I
while.
find somebody get their lips tattooed. Like,
Yeah, they do it, make it fuller.
You know what? For some people, they just like the color enhancement. For others, they like the shape enhancement because as we get older, our lips start to like lighten and fade. You know,
Really?
when our shape starts to fade over time. So like
now I'm going to almost like, oh, your lips going. Book is the point.
Ooh, get a lip blushing.
I always be like, oh, she ain't got no top lip. Like,
I actually had this lady who I recently did, and she just felt so amazing.
really?
After her point, I'm telling you, it's the feeling for me. It really is the feeling for me. Like, she wanted to look good for herself and her husband, and she did. She had very petite lips, and she like got them red. She wanted like a bold, beautiful. She's like, I just want to wake up and not have to do my makeup.
Oh my goodness.
Her husband came and picked her up when we were done, and I seen the smile on his face.
Aww.
That really got me.
That is sweet. That is really sweet.
But yeah, there's definitely so much.
Stuck you Friday
And
now.
like I said, it's nice because you don't have to worry about it being like tattoo ink where it's permanent or it's turning green over time. Because I don't know if you guys have tattoos, but with some tattoos over time, or like back in the days when they used to do their eyebrows with tattoo ink, they turn green.
Oh.
So even if you got them done brown or I don't know, blue or
did y'all know
pink,
that they turn
color,
green? I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Green or gray, very faded, diminishing, not appealing color. Yeah. So especially for the eyebrows, it's not like with this. You know, it still looks nice. It looks very nice. When you're doing them on your eyebrows and they're green, it's like.
Yeah, on your face. No, that's crazy. I never knew that this was like such a big business. I just thought it was for stars. I'm just gonna be like honest. I just thought it was for people that's like. I didn't think it was for the regular Joe. Like I don't. How could I? But I do got a question. So when we get back online, okay, because I want to know because I got some questions about my personal face. Yes, y'all. I got my niece in the building. We talking about permanent or semi-permanent makeup, ladies. Y'all better listen. All right, guys, we are back. Fatima Fridays and Shirley. We are talking about semi-permanent makeup that Shirley does. Her own business is called VEGAMOR Beauty. Am I saying that right, Shirley? VEGAMOR Beauty. Now, personally, like I said, I don't really do the makeup thing and I don't know much about it. But I have gray hair in my eyebrows. Like, I don't have much gray hair in my head, but like in my eyebrows, it's a lot of gray hair in my eyebrows. What am I supposed to do about that? Tinting.
I offer tinting as well. A lot of artists offer tinting. So it's kind of essentially pretty much dyeing your eyebrows. You can do permanent makeup, but depending on the client and the circumstances, I would recommend tinting over permanent makeup just because you have full eyebrows. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So I would
They're just gray.
them. If you were to have like very, very thin eyebrows, then I would be like, just get rid of them completely. Let's get you on permanent makeup and do them very nice and pretty, and you could just wake up and go.
So permanent makeup is getting rid of your natural eyebrows.
Not essentially, because I have a lot of clients that have natural, beautiful eyebrows, but they have like maybe a bald spot or a scar, and it helps enhance their natural, beautiful eyebrows by filling in those areas or helping shape those areas that need shaping. Okay. So, I mean, no, I wouldn't say so.
Okay. So tinting for me. So is that something that a lot of women like? Do people get gray hair in their eyebrows? Like, is that normal?
I have a gray
Like I never knew that was a thing, and I'm like, why? What's this?
You know, my 30th birthday, the first thing I got was a gray hair in my eyebrow. I didn't get it in my hair. I got it in my eyebrow.
And that's weird, right? Like I just thought, like, so I have a few strands, in my hair, and I think it's beautiful. I think gray hair is beautiful. I think it means wisdom and elegance and all that good stuff. So Frank said no, it means you're old. So I'm my mom was like, oh, just dye it, and I'm like, no, or pluck it. I'm like, no, that's showing, yeah, because they just grow back, right, longer and longer. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is, and I love it. It's me. This is all a part of me. But my eyebrows, oh no, 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 I don't like that. I don't like it at all. So what I do is I use the mascara brush, and I just like go over it so it don't look gray. Cause I'm like, if y'all can't see it right now, but these eyebrows, I got a lot of gray in those eyebrows.
That's a savvy and quick way to do it.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah.
But tinting, it lasts about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
So for a bit, you won't have to worry about doing like the mascara and stuff, which is nice. With permanent makeup, you do still get your natural grays.
Oh, so I would have to pluck them out?
Yeah, so I wouldn't recommend permanent makeup when it comes
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend tinting. It's the most natural way right now that I know of. I don't know of any other options at the moment.
Yeah. So how much does tinting cost?
It depends if you're doing lamination with it or not. So you're like, what's lamination?
What the heck is that?
So I charge $40 for tinting. If you're doing lamination, then it's $65 to $70.
Oh, so that's not that bad.
No, lamination is essentially perming your eyebrows. What it's doing is, you know how our hairs kind of like curl into like a shape.
Yeah.
And they're like kind of looking rough or whatever.
Yeah.
It straightens them, and then you're shaping them to look fuller. We're cutting up any like long unnecessary hairs, shaping them, and then tinting them, which is really nice. It has a very natural look to it. It
has a polished look to it.
And if you're someone that's like not into the permanent makeup, then I would definitely recommend tinting. It's not a permanent matter, and it's 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay. I might have to. Listen, Fatima fam. I need y'all to get y'all ducats together, and everybody, what is it? Cash at me $1. And I might be able to get me some tints, y'all. Y'all, what y'all think about that? Y'all know my birthday coming. Look. Listen, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, again, I don't know much about makeup. But what are some of the other services that you offer besides the semi-permanent and tinting?
I do waxing. So I do eyebrow waxing. I do lip waxing, face waxing, armpit waxing, back waxing, just a full body wax. You might as well just
full body.
Almost. I have done the genital area, but it's not what I'm into, if I'm being honest. I'll do it if someone asks me to, but it's not like my primary service.
Okay. Can you charge more for the genital area?
Yes. I have done men's backs. So we do
Frank?
Head, back, legs, whatever you want, men and women. Yeah.
Really?
Eyebrows too.
Absolutely.
Greetings.
We got Big Frank in the building.
Because oftentimes I go to search out. My wife tried to wax me, and my chest broke out with ridiculous. Okay, I love her. She's amazing, but I'm still suffering today. Just whatever. But I would go to be like, oh, we do men's whatever. What you mean?
Why not? Right? Why would you do the service and not do both
get
people?
This wolf off my back. But that's good to know.
Yeah. So Shirley can hook you up, Frank.
Well, and to answer Frank's question or statement, I should say, we do offer wax for sensitive skin as well. So there's like regular wax, there's wax for sensitive skin. I have sensitive skin, So I understand how it can be for a lot of people.
Child, all across you just broke.
Yeah,
Broke.
so I do
Really?
offer waxing for specifically for sensitive skin.
Somebody can read Braille. Yes, this is what's going on there. Thank you.
I actually so we were going to Florida for my sister's wedding. And I just did my husband's back and front, and he was just, I'm gonna say it's a tiny bit painful.
Yeah.
Women, I feel like are used to it.
Yeah,
We women,
Everything we do is painful.
Yeah, we're so used. Our like is bigger, but it's not that bad either. Just he just said it feels like a quick pinch, like a quick pinch.
I almost hit my wife a couple times.
You almost hit it.
What you doing?
You cannot be hitting that girl. What up, Makai? How you doing today? So it's crazy. I'm glad that you do both men and women because I mean, for your business, this would seem like it would be the right thing to do. Like, why would you not do one or the other?
Well, like you guys said, a lot of times people kind of exclude the male, and men want to look good too.
Yeah, like of course, like
my husband made sure he told me I want to be in that beach hairless.
right, absolutely.
So I mean, men want to feel good about themselves too. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like listen, I do the eyebrows as well.
You do men's eyebrows?
Yeah, I do, and it doesn't. I was gonna say, don't take it the wrong way for some men that are like eyebrows. Like I'm not getting my eyebrows done. So sometimes men's eyebrows can be very like sparsely and like all over, no shape going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I still give it that men look. It's not shaped like a woman, but it's more organized in a way. Like it's shaped nice. It has that clean look.
Okay.
Like get your eyebrows.
Get your eyebrow.
I'm going to go to a couple. Just don't be arching me. Don't be arching me.
Don't be arching me.
Just give them that clean look.
Yeah.
It's not all over the place. And
I just never thought that it was a manly thing to do. Like nail polish, men wear like things are just changing. Like I said, everything is changing. Everything is changing. Because I never known that men got their eyebrows done. I mean, and that's just me living in my own little box, Do you do they ears too? Because my dude used to have the worst hair in his ears.
Some men do. Some men have like those little clippers.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what he used to do.
Some are just very meticulous about hair in general. So it's just a matter of preference. There's no right or wrong.
So some men want to be like bald. What? I'm asking. Right.
Speaking for the bald men, I offer scalpa. And what that does is like if you have any receding hairlines and you want to kind of get it back in shape, I fill those parts in for you. Or if you're bald and just want to do the entire thing. So I literally offer for both men and women a lot of different services. And for me, it's not a job, it's not a career, it's a passion that I truly enjoy. Again, because of, it may sound cliche or shallow, but genuinely because of how people feel after.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing.
No, really it is. It truly is. So I love and enjoy what I do. Other services I offer are, well, I do makeup, but my sister does a better job than me.
We should have had your sister with you.
You know what? I asked her to come with me, but today was a busy day for her. She did want to. But she does an amazing job with makeup. So a lot of times I just refer my clients to her.
Yeah.
And then just focus on everything else. If a client really wanted to do makeup with me, then I will do it. I do lashes as well.
Oh.
The only thing I don't do is hair and nails.
So you do it all, girlfriend. You do it all.
Hair and nails is not my
All right. Well, Big Frank hit us up with some 90s music, and we will be back with Miss Shirley, who does it all. Hey.
I have a backstory on how I came up with the name as well.
Okay. We'll talk about that. Yeah. In a hot chat. Hey guys, how are you today? Thanks for joining the chat. Nadia is still here. Hey Nadia, you want to say hi to Nadia?
Hi, Nadia.
Nadia is still on. Thank you so much, Nadia. 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 Um, yeah, everybody who comes in. My birthday is September 27th. I am a Libra. Yes, guys, my birthday is September 27th. Like, y'all can start leaving a heart and flowers and roses now. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, my birthday is coming up and I'm going to DC for my birthday. The weekend before, we're going to DC, me and Nadia and some other fans and family members. We're going to go see a Buffalo Bills game and we're going to enjoy DC. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I haven't been there in years.
You should come see me for prior to your trip.
Oh,
My
oh.
birthday gift to you. I'll send your.
Well, my birthday was
Your birthday been passed,
No,
right?
it can come up again.
Next year, next year.
With auntie privileges.
My cousin, so
He is my cousin.
we look at that.
Guess where?
It's 1002 College Avenue.
I'm driving. I'm on my way. I'm on college. I'm there. I'm on college from Highland. I'm driving. I'm going to viaduct.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Do you know where that church is? Like the very first church you see on your left
Yes,
side?
I see you. Yes.
I'm right across the street
All
from
right.
it.
Oh, sweet.
On the right. From your house.
Right. Oh, say less. Say less.
Big, beautiful house too, Frank.
I'm licensed, insured, and permitted, just so you know.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because I think sometimes people get this image in their head, like, oh, you work from home, like that's a reaction.
Mhm.
I worked for other individuals and I rented out spaces, but as a beginner, when I first started, it wasn't worth it because I was losing a lot of money. Like my money was going to rent and products. I wasn't making it.
Yeah, I didn't know you moved. I thought you were still at Nas.
No,
Yeah.
I relocated, but
I knew something was about something. I'm smart. I'm intelligent.
You are somebody.
You look familiar.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
look familiar.
And I thought about Nas. I used to go to Nas. I used to do a show at Nas. In the
Is
brewery.
that? Oh, yes.
And then I went to the chiropractor in there as well.
Yes.
I was like, she looked at me around, you know where? And I felt Nas, but I said, it's not my business.
Let me mind my
No,
business.
no, it's not like that.
Yeah,
I love Nas. Nas
Right.
has good and great intentions. She's a great person.
Yeah, she is.
She really is. It was just more a financial thing for me.
Mhm.
It was hard to keep up with the rent when I was just starting off.
And with you being, financial awareness, I might need to call you with some financial questions because listen, yeah, no. I can't.
She's definitely an amazing soul.
Yeah, she is. She is. And she's trying to do some really good things for the city of
I think
Niagara
so,
Falls,
too.
and I
She's
love that
helped
about
a
her.
lot of people. A lot.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing.
It is because everyone's trying to be able to do their passion.
Yeah.
She plays a great part in people's lives when it comes to it.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Sometimes it make me wonder how you want to pick us under. If you guys have any questions for Shirley, definitely send them in the box. Any questions over there on Facebook?
Not yet, no.
No questions?
Deborah drinks every morning.
Oh, good morning, Auntie Deborah. My auntie always, she shows so much love, and I appreciate her. Keep on moving. Hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Hi, Demeter Cobb Bailey. How you doing today? Guys, share, like, comment, heart, do all of that because we new and we trying to be somebody. All right, guys, we are back. Fatima Fridays, and y'all already know it's a party. It's a party. It's a party. No matter where I'm at, it's always a party. Before we go back to Shirley, I want to say thank you and congratulations to Alicia Brunson on an amazing first season of dating. It was just amazing. So last weekend, me and Frank was honored to be a part of a premiere of a series that is coming out very, very soon. And I was blown away. It was just amazing. We had the cast on last week, and they did an excellent job here on the podcast. And then the next day, they invited us to the show. And when I tell you, it is, whew, girl, I can't wait. You know how you get those shows that you watch, like a Power, type thing, and you call your friends like, oh, don't call me because Power coming on. That's how it's gonna be. Like, don't call me because Dayton is on and I can't talk. Yes, we're gonna definitely. I'm gonna make sure that every single one of my friends and family knows about it because
where is it going to be broadcasting?
we don't know yet. So yeah, they haven't. See, this is the thing. They're very secretive about everything, and it just makes the anticipation so much better. You know what I'm saying? So like when we got to the premiere, they wouldn't tell us what our after party was. Like it was just like secret, secret, secret. So it got you on the edge of your seat every which way. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to see the rest of season 1. They are going to be starting on season 2 very soon. So I'm just excited for the whole ordeal. But thank you, Alicia, and family and friends and class for inviting Fatima Fridays to the premiere and the after party. It was amazing.
That sounds very
It was
exciting.
so much fun. It was a lot of fun. But getting back to Miss Shirley. When did you open your business, Shirley?
So I started August of 2021. That's when I first took my course. And then I went on to renting a space. And then from there, I just went on my own.
Okay, that's
So I would say August of 2021.
okay. So the education part, was it very expensive?
Very expensive.
Even though it was only 2 days?
Very expensive. You're paying for the education, labor, and the supplies. So
Yeah.
it was $2,900
Oh,
for my first course. That was just microblading. It was $1,600 for my lip blushing. Both did include supplies. And then later on, I took $1,000 course doing the Vegas conference, which was educationally learning the Sculpa, other different styles of powder brows, lip blushing, lip neutralization, which I also do. So what that is,
what? Yeah,
like,
what's that?
lip neutralization is like if you have I want to say, like, I don't know if you've ever seen individuals that might have like uneven lip colors or dark lip colors, or
Yeah.
like blotchy. Um, they just want like an even tone. So lip neutralization brings your lips to a like lighter color. So it's not doing coloring or adding any coloring to it. It's just neutralizing your lips to an even tone. So like
Oh.
sometimes people have light lips at top and dark lips at the bottom, and they just want them to be even. Stuff like that.
Okay, that's
So that
you could do
course,
everything. People could do like you could change everything about yourself. Your butt,
yeah,
your
but
breasts, your
I
kneecaps.
I
People
don't
can
want to
change
say it like
everything.
that because I think that it can be like misinterpreted as well. Like everyone is naturally beautiful.
Absolutely.
Don't try to like do the whole butt, the boobs, or no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're already beautiful, and you just want to make life a little easier by not having to wake up and comb your hair or do your eyebrows or fill in your lips with some lipstick, and you're maybe a business person, so you know that
Yeah.
makeup's required on a daily, stuff like that.
So that's what I was going to ask. Is most of your clients professionals?
Some are not. Some just literally just want to feel beautiful.
Really?
That's all.
I can definitely understand like people who like are on TV all the time, or big businesses for like big companies and things of that nature. So it probably saves them a lot of time in the day, in the morning, getting ready, getting dressed. But if you just waking up and going to your 9 to 5, like you got all day.
You still want to look beautiful.
Yeah, you do,
having
but
to
you
put
could
the
do it.
extra effort.
Ah. People want things so easily nowadays. But I get it. I get it. That's just me. I don't know. So, what school did you go to learn these techniques? Oh, so you said the 2-day course with the young lady.
With Rose Lozano. So she is licensed and certified to teach and train. And she's been doing it for over 10 years, I believe. So she is located on French Road. I don't know her address off the
In
top of my
Buffalo?
head. In Buffalo.
Okay.
But for the aesthetics portion of things, like waxing, facial, skincare,
Mm-hmm.
that I learned at the Salon Professional Academy. It's located in Buffalo.
Okay.
And what it is a trade school. I did 4 months.
Like cosmetology type kind of
Mhm.
thing. Okay.
I did 4 months of that, and they offer different things. So, cos is one of them, nails, tax, barbering. But I did it for 4 months full time. So, every day from 9 to 5, I was in school.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like you are always educating yourself, always building blocks. Right? That's what it sounds like. So is this the type of beauty industry where you always have to be evolving and have to change?
In my opinion, and most people's opinion, yes.
Okay.
You always want to educate yourself. In general, really in life, not just in a business perspective, but in a beauty business perspective, you want to educate yourself, because we're always evolving. Everyone wants different styles, different looks. That's always changing.
Yeah.
So yes.
Do you know how to put the earring in my cheek? I always thought that was like the cutest little thing. I kind of have dimples.
So I just started piercing. So right now I'm just doing ears and cartilage.
Okay.
I just started. I am able to do other piercings, but if I'm being honest, I'm not comfortable doing it just yet. So
Okay.
I just want
Well,
to.
let's be honest, is
Yeah,
key.
I just want to.
You gonna do nipples?
Someone asked me. Someone just really. I don't know. Maybe, possibly.
Mm.
Like I said, right now I want to get comfortable with just the ears and cartilage. I do want to do like the cheeks and the belly piercings in the near future, the nose piercings, like common ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do want to do it in the near future, just not just yet.
Yeah, no problem. We're gonna let you learn because um wow, you do a lot and this is great. I'm very happy for you. How did you come up with the name for your business?
So, my previous name was Precision Beauty. Now, before I get into how I came about the new one, the reason I picked that one was because I am a very precise person. I'm very detailed. I'm big on organization, cleanliness, preciseness.
Mm-hmm.
But when I looked up the name later on, I realized a lot of people had it, which didn't make my name unique.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, unfortunately, my dad passed away.
I remember.
And I wanted to be able to honor my dad in a way.
Aww.
And it so happened that at that point in time as well, I was more like, I want to change my name. I don't know what I want to change it to. It wasn't until like a few months later from his passing that I was like, I would really like to honor my dad by using his name for my business.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
Vega is my dad's last name. Amor means love.
Aw.
So
don't cry. It's okay.
Vega,
it's okay.
VEGAMOR is meaningful to myself because of my dad, and it's a way to honor him. But also, the name itself is very beautiful and meaningful. It means strong, independent. There's a lot of meaning behind it. If you look up the last name Vega, so every meaning behind it, and my dad, first and foremost, was the reason I came up with this name, and it was much more meaningful than the original one, which made it that much better.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this, you are beautiful, you are strong, you are resilient, you are all those things. So, this is the perfect name for you. And I know your dad is so happy and smiling down from you.
Thank you.
So, yes, he is very happy for you. So,
Thank
keep
you.
doing all that you are doing because you are a boss. And that is a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
How does, how is it that, how do you feel about your daughters? Like they're like your everything. I get it because my daughters are my everything. My daughter is my everything as well. But a momineer, like you don't do just the little. I mean, you do a lot. But then I see you on TikTok. You doing videos. Are you y'all like the whole family is getting in on that?
Yeah, I so sometimes I get too involved with work, so I try to like make it where involving my family and being a part of them still and not forgetting them
Mm-hmm.
along the way. Um, some stuff I love to do is TikTok with them. Like we do some fun activities.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do some cooking stuff or just entertainment or just honestly, naturally, just having fun on TikTok. Like
Yeah.
we'll be learning some new dances or trends that are going on,
Yeah, I
which is
seen them.
just
I
makes
seen
us
them.
but or with my business, I am actually able to spend time with my girls
Mm-hmm.
because they'll come up to me and Mom, prom's coming up. I need my eyebrows done, or what is it,
Yeah.
Spring Fest,
Spring Fest and
or
all of that craziness.
or Mom, I need yeah.
Homecoming. Oh,
Mom, I need my lashes done. I have this event coming up. So it's nice because I'm able to bond with them with beauty in that
yeah.
sense. And it's really
What do you
nice.
teach them about business? Because, a lot of us, we don't teach our kids about business because we didn't know about business. We had to learn it on our own. So, what do you teach your children about being a momineer or a business owner?
So I teach my girls a lot of things to the point where it's probably overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things I teach them is love what you do what you love
Mm-hmm.
before anything. I said, not every money is good money.
Right.
And by that I mean is, like I said, love what you do. It shouldn't be about the money. The money happens to be when you're teaching your kids about business.
Mm-hmm.
It happens to be the benefit in doing what you love. Um, but first and foremost, definitely loving what you do. Another thing I teach them is the financial aspect of things. So my girls, like Bella wants to do designing.
Oh, okay.
Ari spoke to me here and there about doing lashes possibly. So what I do with them sometimes is I let them dibble dabble in these things. Like for Bella's birthday, she got a sewing machine from her grandfather.
Okay.
What I teach them is learn about it, research it, look into it so that you really know if this is something you want to do or not.
Yeah.
You don't want to not look into it later on down the line, go to school or whatever the case may be, and then realize this is not what I want to do. This
Mm-hmm.
is not for me. So it's always good to like do your research, really look into it, really like dibble dabble into whatever it is that you currently want to do so that you can like figure out if this is for you or not.
Absolutely.
Um, Financial aspect of things for business, how to prepare for it, how to make sure, because being a business owner is not an easy thing to do. And sometimes we like to skip steps in
Oh,
doing things.
Lord, preach.
So when we do that, we fail. But failure is also the way of teaching us.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad thing, but I try to kind of like help my girls not do those mistakes that I made.
Yeah.
Like a great example would be like if you're becoming an entrepreneur for the first time, I think it's important to know that you only use the necessities you need and not like try to go expensive on your new machine, or if you're a barber going crazy on clippers, or if you're a hairstylist going crazy on your salon with the newest chair, and do the
The bare
basics first.
minimum
Do the
first.
bare minimum as you grow, those things will come. They're
Hmm.
not important, and I can tell you, I have gone broke trying to do those things, and I learned later on that they weren't important.
Yeah. Yeah. I am currently going broke because try to do things like that. But I get it. And it's funny because you want your business to look a certain way and it's what you dream of, So but when you're first starting out, my baby just turned 1 years old, strong heart to soul, just turned 1 years old, and that was like amazing to me. It was and I've done a lot within that 1 year, but um
Congratulations for
thank
that.
you. Thank you so much.
That's a big deal.
It is. But for year two, like I got a whole group of people on my team because I need them to get me in line. Like I'm literally going broke trying to do this and do that and do this. But this group, they're gonna get me snatched back because they're gonna be like, oh no, you can't do that. Because where's it coming from?
Right.
So I am definitely it's important. It's important to have a team, and that I'm excited about it. So year two, Strong Heart to Soul is coming at you, starting in October. We got some new things coming for you, so I'm really excited about that.
Now, another thing very quickly that I do teach my girls and help a lot of individuals that are currently like doing their own business.
Uh huh.
I did want to throw it out there because a lot of people don't know about this, but Niagara County Community College offers a business program.
Yes, they
This is
do.
free, especially for low income. And I bring it up because the most important thing you can do as a beginner is use your resources.
Absolutely.
Definitely use your resources. Niagara offers the business program, and one of the things they do is prepare you with your paperwork legally with a lawyer who is covered, so you don't have to pay out of pocket.
Mm,
And they're making sure that you're legit and you're not putting yourself in a circumstance where your client isn't understanding or you're being sued.
yeah.
You're covered, they're covered. They teach you how to build a business plan, how to save money to open up a business. They contribute grants to match your portion. So they offer a lot of things for beginners, and I think you should definitely use your resources. And I wanted to throw it out there so that if anyone doesn't know about the program, they do know.
Yeah, that's excellent because Frank and I went to Ibero business studios at NAS 716. So they were great. They actually I won something. I won
The
the
pitch.
pitch. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name of it. So Strong Hearts and Soul Incorporated won the pitch contest. So we had to do it. We write your business plan and all this different kind of stuff, and you talk to lawyers. They talk about financial assistance, and then you do a pitch contest at the end. And it was two other people. Um,
What was your pitch?
my pitch was the Strong Heart to Soul Incorporated program.
That's
Um,
nice.
yeah, where I teach for about heart disease. So that's what I've been doing as my business for the last year. And this Fatima Fridays has kind of just popped up in the middle of it all, and it's a business too. And I didn't really think it was at first. My sister Nadia, of course, is like, no, that's a business. Like you
No
doing this,
way.
that's a business. You going here, that's a business. And I'm like, it's just fun for me. It's not like, but as she was right, it is a business and I do need to treat it as a business. So I've been doing a lot differently lately, like being on time. Um, not just thinking, like it's fun. No, like I'll get there when I get there. It's because it represents who I am and it represents Strong Heart to Soul. It represents Frank tremendously. Fire 716 Radio, like I said, is the first African American radio station in Niagara Falls, New York. That alone is big. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
to be a part of that is amazing, and I don't know if he knows, but I'm very honored to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yes.
honored to be a part of this because this is my place, my home, my city. And now we've even found out we're family. Like we had no idea. Like we literally had no idea. So we work together. We do a lot of stuff together. We're gonna do some business stuff here at the station. So we would love for you to be a part of it. We're gonna invite some business businesses
Mhm.
to the station and do like a, what is it called? A networking event. See, I
That's
never,
nice.
yeah.
I like
So
that.
we're gonna do some networking events, and so plan for that. I believe we're thinking like the end of September.
Yes.
I appreciate you guys having me here today. Just so you
Absolutely.
know, I do
We,
appreciate it.
any, all in any businesses, all communications, if you got a sale going on, if you want to sponsor something, this is where you need to be. This is where you need to come. Fire 716 Radio. It's all here. We got everything that you need. We got the photography, we got the radio station, we got the room for renting out. It's all right here. For people not to come here first is crazy, because we have to be with each other first. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
We have to be for us, about us, by us, and all that good
I agree.
stuff. All that good stuff. Now hit us out with some music, Frank. Hey.
You have any kids?
Two girls.
Two girls. Oh, sweet, sweet,
Two
sweet.
girls. One of them
Hello,
is
hello,
16, the other
hello.
one's 13.
Wow.
Beautiful young ladies. Beautiful. Yeah, you better get ready. Yeah. He
Yeah,
has
man,
3
I
kids.
do have 3 kids, but they're all under the age of
3.
Girls, boys, both.
my son is 2. My girls are they're 1. They're twins. Yeah.
Twins.
That's amazing.
It's gonna be crazy. Can you imagine in that household?
I was gonna say, good luck to you, Frank, when they're
Yes.
They're gonna be right over there in the boat in Linwood. No, they did it before. You got it. They got it.
Listen, London a babysit. They got to be like 5 and older though. London don't do the kid. Like she be like, come get this kid. They got,
Girls are a handful for sure in their teenage years.
they definitely are.
My girls are very, very good kids. So is London, I know that. But man, their hormones. That's all I have to say.
Listen, and then you know what? And I think because we're a woman, like the last 2 days, me and London been going at it, okay? Because I haven't been feeling well, and everything she says is money, 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 and I'm like, girl, get a job. Like, like this is ridiculous. She has a job, but she need another one. Like, it's just ridiculous. Everything to her is about, oh my God, she's going to high school this year, So
I was gonna say, Frank, they're expensive.
they are very expensive.
Well, let me shout out today. They gotta get their own money.
Listen.
I do have my 16-year-old. She works at Spicy Pickle. I'm not sure if you're
Yeah.
familiar. But my youngest is not there yet. Almost.
Yeah.
She needs 1 more year before she can get her working papers.
I'm about to put my kids on somebody's camera. They need
Absolutely.
right now.
Absolutely.
Your future? Let's go.
Absolutely. You see Beyonce and Blue, like,
Right.
what? And people be mad at Beyonce, like, she done spent her whole summer vacation working. She gonna spend all winter spending. You damn right. Like, yes. Absolutely. I ain't mad at them at all. Because when you spoil your kids, and we tend to spoil our kids, they assume everything is easy, and life is not easy.
They don't appreciate things.
They do not. They do not. I have a 22-year-old.
That was one. I don't want to say mistake because I love spoiling my kids, but I think that's one of the biggest things I wish I would have not
Same.
as much.
Same.
Because
They need to know how it feels to get it out the mud. Is that what they say? Yes, they do. They need to feel how to get it out the mud. I had to get it out the mud. My mother, we ain't had no car. My daughter ain't never walked nowhere in her dang on life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the little things. It's the little things.
I had to actually take the metro with them once because I wanted them to experience being in the metro.
Right. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm taking this video to my wife. My wife has never rode the metro.
Never.
Never.
Oh my goodness.
Baby, I love you if you're watching. Spoil. Okay, never. She's like, where you going now? I'm on a bus, right?
Right.
I'm moving like it ain't nothing.
It ain't
We connected
nothing,
26,
right.
24. We out.
Absolutely.
Listen, if I was ever like late to school.
All right, guys, we are back for Fatima Fridays, and y'all already know who is in the building. Miss Shirley from VEGAMOR Beauty. I'm gonna get it right, y'all. VEGAMOR. Correct me. She's just sitting there smiling like
VEGAMOR.
VEGAMOR
VEGAMOR.
beauty. I can't talk. So
VEGAMOR.
good morning, Josetta. Good morning, Annette. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you guys have any questions or concerns or what we can do better or worse or whatever the case may be, let us know. We here for it all. We got Big Frank, as usual. You know, he's the ride or die, the owner, the boss. And and we got Shirley and me, little me, Miss Fatima.
So what made you, Fatima, want to do the heart and
Strong heart and soul. Well, I know you know, but everybody probably here knows because I talk about it all the time. I died. I was dead for 8 minutes. I had congestive heart failure. I and it all started with having my daughter London. It's a small disease, or not a small disease, a rare disease called PPMC, which is postpartum cardiomyopathy. So a lot of people don't know much about it. It's very, very rare. It's like 1,000 people a year get this. One woman, of course, and nobody knew what was going on. Like I was pregnant, my feet was swollen, my hands was swelling, I was in pain. Nobody knew what was going on. My doctor didn't know what was going on. The nurse practitioners didn't know. So if they didn't know and I didn't know, who knew, right? So after I passed away, I promised God, I made a promise to God that, he brought me back, of course, after I passed away. He brought me back. That was a big part. He brought me back. I made a promise to God that I would educate and I would tell people about my experience because you never know whose life you could be helping, you could be saving. It's a plus, positive and a negative, because every time I see a pregnant woman, I'm like, oh my God, oh, did you know this? Did you know that? And I know these women be like looking at me like, girl, if you don't get away from me, you crazy. But on the other end, a lot of people, because I have a congestive heart failure and I have an LVAD, which is a heart pump. A lot of people call me and ask me questions about the heart pump. Or I have people that are in the hospital about to get an LVAD and they reach out to me and say, hey, what am I going to do after this? Because they don't know. You're in a doctor office, and a lot of time it's with people who don't look like us. So they tell you, it's a vest that you got to wear and you put it in you put your batteries in this and you're already big and now you look bulky. So I teach them how to use a bag. I teach them how to dress differently, how to act differently, how to talk differently, because it's all together. You got to think positive at all times, because as soon as you get negative, you feel it, and like I was telling you earlier, I've been down all week, like literally been barely making it all week. My health has been all week, but every day I keep pushing. Like I get up, I say thank you Lord, and I keep it moving, and that's what I do, and that's the strong heart to soul way. You just continue. Oh, thank you. You just continue. That's just the bottom line. You have to continue. You never know how many more minutes on this earth you have. You need to make every single one of them count.
I love that. I really love that.
So that's me. That's what I do. My mom, my family, my friends, they like, you need to relax. My sister, you need to relax. You always on the go. Stop answering your phone. I be like, girl, I got this. Like, I got this. I'm always on the move. Yeah, they do. Nadia be trying to take care of me, but since I'm the little sister, I let her a little bit. But yeah, so how does it feel to be I say this in a great way because you're a mamapreneur. I like to say it like a mamapreneur. So because women, we as women, we have so many things fighting against us all the time. And I know when I was growing up, my mom was there, but she had to work two jobs. You know what I'm saying? It was constant movement. And my mother is like 68 years old and she's still working two jobs. You know, but it's by choice now. Before it wasn't by choice. So how do you feel about being a mom entrepreneur? How do you some women think it's a good thing and a bad thing? Like some women are like, oh, I miss my kids' baseball class or the cheerleading event, or how do you handle it all?
For me, I personally love it a lot. Just because it does give me the flexibility to be available for my kids. That's actually the biggest reason I wanted to work for myself,
Yeah.
because it didn't matter what flexible job I was doing for someone else, it was still for someone else, which means I was still on their time.
Right. Absolutely.
And so I was like, I really need to find something that allows me to make it to the girls' cheer practice or track practice or school events. I've always been all about my girls, like obsessively about my girls. So my biggest reason for doing this was being able to spend time with them. So how I feel about it, I love it. I love everything about it. Um, I don't know if there's a downside really. I'm trying to think. No, because when I schedule my clients, I make sure it's around my kids' schedule, but I
Mhm.
also make sure that it works for my clients.
Yeah.
So
When you can
as of
schedule your
right
own life.
now, I mean, it keeps me busy for sure. And I will say it's not always peaches and cream. And it can be very overwhelming at times. But I want to say to all the women and men out there trying to create something of themselves, always keep pushing, never give up because hard work does pay off. It
It
really does
does.
pay off.
It does.
I have a lot of growing still to do, but there's so much growth that I've seen in myself from 2 years ago to now. So
Hmm.
hard work pays off. It doesn't matter if you're exhausted today, just get up and go. I promise you it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, it is. It does. I agree with you 100%. Now, this is something that how is cooking in your household? Because you, one of them is a vegan, one of them is a Presbyterian. Like, what? How do you do it? How does all this cooking go on?
So my oldest Ariana, who is 16, is a vegetarian. And then my husband does not eat red meat. We don't eat pork either. And then my youngest, I love her so very much because she's just like, Mom, you're not putting me on a diet. I do what I want to do. I'm not trying to put anyone on a diet, but she's just like, I'm gonna eat what I want to eat, kind of thing. So okay, but our biggest thing is health, as you were discussing earlier. Truly and honestly, we grow up eating all kinds of food, good food, but sometimes we don't realize like the sodium, the fat, the stuff that we're eating is affecting our health. Believe it or not, I was overweight for some time. And my daughter, what led her to become a vegetarian was she didn't feel good about herself.
Mm.
Animals, yes, played a part, but I'd be lying to you if I said it was the biggest reason she wanted to change her dieting. And she was 11 years old. At age 11, she was like, "Mom, I don't want to eat meat no more. I don't like what it consists of and what's in it." So my kitchen, long story short, became very challenging. I had to figure out what to make for her, for my husband, for my other daughter. So a lot of times, what I would do was look up new recipes or come up with recipes myself. So sometimes, if like we're just winging it, yeah, we'll do like maybe like mashed potatoes and corn and like they sell like vegan products that you can make like it's not ground beef. It's like plant beef. I don't
Beyond
even know.
burgers.
Yeah, Beyond Burgers or something like that. I don't know how to like say it, but pretty much it's just plant based products that you can make meals out of. Now I will say this: if someone's struggling like with their kids and meals and stuff, just know that all frozen products are not good products. Try to
Mm.
stick to as natural as you can. So like sometimes we'll do stuff at home like flour based with cauliflowers and make like homemade wings. We'll clean it up. We'll put it in the flour and egg batter and then throw it in the oven and then season it. There's just many different natural recipes. You don't have to go to frozen. And that's what I do for my household in my kitchen. Like sometimes I'll look up recipes for him that also combine with hers. And my youngest is not really picky. She'll literally whatever. So I'm not picky either. So it kind of like ties us all together when it comes to our meals.
Girl, To me, it sounds like a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of time that I ain't
It's
got.
very inexpensive, and you just gotta know how to shop. That's all. You
Okay.
gotta know where to shop, how to shop. But no, it's really not, honestly. And my husband does like if we're doing ground beef, uh, because we're not doing uh, red meat, I'll substitute his meat with hers instead. Or if he's like, no, I don't want to do plant based, then I'll literally make them both together so that I'm not like going crazy or whatever. I'll make like a meatloaf for her, a meatloaf for him, have the ingredients for the both of them right there, and then like,
Yeah, crazy.
yeah.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna cook and you gonna eat. And if you ain't gonna eat it, then that's on you. That's why they got DoorDash. No.
Well, I mean, there's times where we don't have time. So there's times where she'll be like, I want an Impossible Burger at Burger King. But we really do try to stay away from eating too much fast food.
I admire that. I definitely do, but I can't do it. Who is your role model?
I have many role models. But one of my role models is both Nadia. Nadia is actually my number one role model, and my mother. The reason they are both my role models is they're very hardworking women.
Very.
They both have that in common for sure. Um, Actually, I remember living with Nadia, and she was doing school full time. She was doing two jobs, taking the kids to dance, doing dinner still for us. And I just remember thinking,
Superwoman.
she's super.
Yeah.
Literally, that was my thought, because I'm just like, how? Like, how are you not drained? How are you not tired? Like, um, but it made me admire her very much, look up to her, and realize like I want to be like her. I want to be
Yeah.
like her, in the sense that I want to be able to strive for my goals, and even when I'm tired, keep going.
Yeah. She is. That's my sissy, y'all. We talk about my sissy. She is an amazing person. She's a good role model. I look up to her in a lot of ways as well. We on a different level now because we both real grown, you know what I'm saying? But and I told her yesterday, like, I'm always calling you with my problems and I'm so sorry. But she was like, oh, I call you with mine too. And I'm like, but I got more. But she always makes it easy to talk to her.
She handles it all with grace, which
She
is what
does.
I admire most.
Mm-hmm.
When you're able to carry an overwhelming day and still smile, um, and people are smiling and getting that positive energy from you, and not realizing what you go through throughout the day. Like, I truly admire that from her, both her and my mother. I just seeing how hard they work.
Yeah.
Like they're not making excuses.
Right.
They're not like, oh well, I'm tired, or I don't want to today. Like
They just do what they gotta do. They keep it moving.
They just do it. I think that's something major to admire.
Yeah, it is. I agree. All right. Well, Frank is gonna hit us up with a new song, a new 90s song. Well, not a new song, but a 90s song. And then we're gonna talk about some other stuff that's going on in the world. We're gonna talk about Steve. We're gonna talk about
15 minutes.
all right, 15 minutes.
Is it Steve Harvey?
Yes, Steve Harvey.
Yeah, I actually love Steve Harvey.
Yeah, but is it true is the question. But then if it is, it's fine. But two, it's not his fault.
Fatima's like,
It ain't his fault. Who stepped where? Okay.
We're gonna talk about it.
she said we're gonna- I love Steve Harvey though.
That's what everybody said.
I must be out the loop. Is it bad news?
Yeah.
Very-
Well, no,
It's
it's alleged. It's nothing serious. Well, I mean, I guess it would be serious that he's supposed to be getting a divorce. We don't know, but it's not. It's rumor. That's what
It's
it
rumor,
is. It's
yeah.
rumor. Nobody has confirmed anything. But I got some issues. I've been having issues with Steve Harvey ever since I was younger. Like this 90-day rule crap and all this. Like, who is you? I just got some issues because why? Because you had 3 marriages. You done been married 3 times.
You know,
Like you can't like I need a man that's gonna tell me after he done had one marriage and been with that woman for 66 years, then maybe I can listen to him. Maybe.
But what if those mistakes is the reason he knows this? You know?
But it's a constant mistake. It's not like
yeah. No, you know what? I get it because certain things, you number one, trying to give ladies the game, you're wrong.
right.
It's not real. It's just not realistic. For one, but two, certain things that I do believe that he has done has been foul and his fault. Get out of it. But some of the women that he chose ain't been the best candidate for the situation. Because some of them that first one, a doozy. A doozy. And then two, being young and not knowing and trying to discover.
Yeah. Right. I get that. But who made you the guru?
We did.
Why? I didn't make him nobody's
because
guru.
we made the people make him famous. The people put him out there. He had given advice. And y'all was like, "Oh, that's not good, Uncle Steve. Hey, Uncle Steve." And now you're like, "Oh, here go the book and the manual." We're like, "Ooh." And everybody trying to get a man. Everybody trying to get down. Now everybody want to think like a man. It's hard. It's hard to be this right here. No.
Listen, I ain't never wanted to think like no man. I love being a woman. Never. I don't want to be nothing about a man because I think it's just as hard as it is for them that it is for us.
What Jacob on too. Jacob said,
"What up, Jake?"
We can learn from our mistakes, which is why I've been single for 5 years.
And I agree with that. We can definitely learn from our mistakes. Absolutely.
And Giovanni Clayton said, "You ladies are beautiful."
Oh, thank you.
Consider going more plant-based in my diet. Sweet. Like
Yes.
I'm not here though. That's valid. So, Frank, you look good. Thank you. I do a great job. No, what's crazy is I was talking about that yesterday. Going more plant-based, and
I just think it's expensive.
It is, but I did vegan for about 2 years. And then one day I seen a rib, and I was like, you know what, I'm going back today. And,
You didn't get sick?
No, it's Frank, okay? This is
You know what it is? A lot of the meats nowadays get so much injection.
Processed, yeah.
Processed injection.
for sure.
It's
Oh,
just
coming
different.
back for them.
All right. All right, guys, we are back and we're almost at the end of our show. Fatima Fridays. It's another Friday, y'all. You know how we do. We are in the house because what? It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. That's how we do. I'm sorry. That's how we do. It is. It is what it is. But on another note, we've been talking. Steve Harvey, the marriage guru. So it is rumored that Steve Harvey marriage has been on the spotlight lately. He claims that it's fake news, and I'm not sure about that. I know that rumors are rumors, and it's always rumors going about. But where there is smoke, there is fire. So from what I hear, from what I heard, from what I've seen, is that his wife Marjorie has been cheating on him with the cook and the bodybuilder, bodyguard, or whatever. And I'm not surprised by it.
No,
Not at all. Marjorie, she's a very beautiful woman.
she is.
And I think her daughter, what's her name? Yeah, her daughter. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Not Lori.
That
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah,
Lori.
but
I think she's taking it right out of her mama's books. She is learning well. Okay. She is learning well. And I'm not upset with Lori because she's like, y'all not going to tie me down if y'all ain't the one. No problem. But
Joe, go ahead. Be great.
this is Fatima Friday. But yeah, so I think that Lori and Marjorie they out for one thing, and I think they're out for the money. Not to say that she doesn't love Steve, and I think that she does probably. I don't know if she love him or not. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I don't know if he love her. They could have an open relationship. I don't know what's going on in their relationship, but the reason why I'm talking about it is because they put their business out there. It's like, oh, I'm the love guru. Let me give you advice. Let me do this. And as we seen before with the Derek Jackson person, whatever his name was, he was the love guru. Oh, you this, you that. And then his wife was in the room counting how many women that he done slept with. So absolutely was.
No, absolutely was.
Okay.
I didn't attest
So
that.
we can't,
But
don't be this guru. If you feel like you got something to share with your friends and family. Because what's different for you, what's right for you ain't right for everybody else. So stop telling these people you know how to think like a man, or how you get a husband and keep a husband, or keep your wife happy for the rest of the world, because that's not right. That's not true. That's not it. You're just making money on people's weaknesses, and it's not right.
and I say, and I do not attest you all the way. I think that we put them there. We put Jax gave his opinion 4 or 5 times, and we kept running to Jax and making him feel like, oh, you got the answers now. Everybody tapped into you because you talking good, but here you are cheating, creeping, and slipping.
Whoo, Lord, he was doing a
I
lot.
think even for Steve, we learned from my mistakes. I granted, but we're giving people the clout and the power to be this element. He can write a book and nobody can read it, but because of who he is and being famous, everybody want to be reading it now. I think he got all the answers.
I've been side-eyeing Steve for a long time. For a long, long time, because, sir, you've had 3 marriages. Don't tell me how to keep my marriage. You had 3. You didn't keep the first 2. Like, come on. Like, I need my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need the old school generation to tell me how to keep my man happy. These new school people, I'm not with that. I need somebody. I'm sorry. Maybe people call me an old soul sometimes. I looked up to my grandmother who had 13 kids, who was married to her husband forever, didn't have a whole bunch of. I ain't never seen another man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And my grandfather passed when I was 7. My grandmother didn't pass until I was 18. So that's what, 11 years? I never seen a Mr. Uncle or nobody else up in them places. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying that once you get divorced or your spouse has passed on that you can't have another person, because my spouse passed on. And hopefully one day I would like to have another person. Maybe not. That's just the life it is. But for these people, especially these celebrities, to Nene Leaks, it's a whole wide range of them to tell people, oh, you got to do this to keep your man, or you got to do this 90-day rule to see if he a good spouse. Was you on a 90-day rule? Because, sir, you weren't a good spouse. You left your first wife pregnant with twins.
We don't have enough time to.
You don't think he maybe learned from his mistakes?
He could have learned from his mistakes. And I'm not saying that he has not learned from his mistakes.
I don't have enough time for you. I wish we
well, Frank, you know what? We're going to have to do a part 2. Because again, side eye Steve.
Because they be trying to say, because I understand. I don't verify. I don't agree with. I don't condone. People are like, oh, he left while she was pregnant with twins. You should be there. Let me help you about the dog in us, an untamed dog. We still have hormones. We still want to get some. We still want to be out here. But during that season of pregnancy, that's not always offered up. There's a lot going on. I'm just telling you because I had to, check. Oh,
because somebody was pregnant with twins.
I had to check the dog in me. Like, you have to. This is real talk conversation. But a young man, untamed and not disciplined enough, I'm about to go out here and dibble dabble and die, and without proper maturity and maintenance. So that first marriage, she was pregnant. I can understand how it got there and how it happened. You and your feelings, your emotions. I'm trying to get my career going. These women calling for me. You're not giving me nothing. And I'm not saying that I'm not validating anything. Right. I understand how that can happen. Now, on the second wife, that wasn't why you keep pulling these toxic women. That's number 2. And number 3,
Lord, do the shadow work.
Even if the young lady is dipping on him, it can be because you're so caught up on the career side. It's demand that the balance ain't there, and the chef is always where? Cooking. Mm-hmm. The bodyguard's always doing what? Bodyguard. I'm just saying, these scenarios, we don't, I can see how this can happen. So whether it's true or not, for the latter part, I don't know, but I can see how it can happen. I'm not condoning it, but we'll talk about those lessons.
Okay. And I agree with that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that he's wrong, because we all go through change. I've cheated. And I wasn't even married, but I cheated on somebody before, and I've been cheated on. So I know how it is, and I know how it feels. But I'm not writing a book about telling you how to keep your man and how to do this 90-day thing and putting people on my show and putting them together. I'm not telling that. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying, well, if you listen to me, then you're going to live a happily ever life. I'm not doing that. And that's exactly what he's doing. That's why I've been side-eyeing him for a long time, because even when I was younger and I was listening to him on the radio, like, sir.
You don't think that sometimes giving it, maybe he means it from like a person with experience and advice point of view, that maybe it can reach the right person and help them?
Maybe he need to reach himself first.
Maybe possibly, but in my opinion, he can be helping someone in that way, because a lot of times we tend to get excited and jump into something without giving it that, like, I need to get to know you first. So maybe he's like, slow down, give it some time, in my opinion, he's onto something. That I can agree with you. There's imperfections with any human being, including himself. But I don't think he means harm by it. I think he's genuinely trying to help people and reach people.
Okay. That's your opinion.
but that's why.
No, I'm kidding. Right? That's why it's absolutely. And this is with Fatima Fridays, and we can all sit here and talk about our opinion, because thank God we live in America and this is a free world. But I don't know. I'm just, I don't know about Steve Harvey. Sorry, Steve. But real quick, I have a great announcement to make, because we are running low on some time. But Fatima Fridays is looking for a co-host. Fatima Fridays is looking for a co-host. Did y'all hear that? We are looking for a co-host. So okay, so the co-host will sit right there next to me. And what that co-host do is just give their opinion, ask some questions, be involved in conversation. We are usually at the studio from 9:30 a.m. to about 12:30 p.m. And what I want you guys to do is send your audio audition video to me at MZ Nature, or you know what? You ain't even gotta do that. Send it right on inbox me. Inbox me your video. Just say, hey, my name is. I can talk about this. I'm good at this. And then we might bring you on a show to, be a co-host. And then we'll let the people decide. What do y'all think about that?
That sounds good.
I think that's a great thing to do. I think to get people involved in Fatima Fridays, to get, I need a co-host. I'm a little boring sometimes. I need a co-host. So maybe Shirley, you can bring in your video and see, you can inbox me your video, Shirley. And I won't, just because you're my niece, you won't get no special credit. And I'm really excited about this, because I think, a lot of people has been hitting me up about Fatima Fridays. And I think I need a co-host. It could be a woman, it could be a man, it could be someone in between. It could be anybody. Let's figure it out. So inbox me your video. Just tell me about your name, your age, your address, or your phone number, how I can get a hold of you, what you do, what you don't do, whatever. And just be nice and bubbly. And then we'll bring you on and we'll see if the people like you. Okay, what's some comments?
I think it's Andrea Hillard.
Okay.
Girl.
Hi, Andrea.
How do you look the same as you did in high school? You have not aged in a day. 27 years. Beautiful as ever. Love that. You're supporting my girl Shirley M. Jimenez.
Hi, Andy.
Hi.
I love Andy.
I love her too. We went to school together.
And Jacob Fleming, my guy, said, if his wife cheated, why are we holding him accountable? Valid statement.
Because he probably cheated first. Anyway, and that is the end of the show. No, I'm kidding. Jacob, we're not just holding him accountable. I'm gonna talk about Marjorie too, because I think she's a gold digger. And I think she's teaching her mother, her sister, her daughter, everything she knows. So it's a part 2. So come back. We also got to talk about this BRICS. Y'all know about BRICS? Indian BRICS, Brazilian BRICS, South Africa BRICS. I love the song. But we're going to talk about BRICS next week too. So come back next week so you can finish off and we can talk about some more stuff. And my guest next week is someone else special. I don't even know. So we'll see you next week.